guy here. Here we go. There's the back. Bringing it up. That's not too bad. Okay, let's get that sound going so you can hear me. Alrighty, so what do we need to do? We need to grab this body, and we've got that body. We need to get in there and drill those holes. I've got the drill bit too. I've got black hardware. It's got Mr. Glynn's Cruel Mistress vintage telly pickups, brass saddles, bone nut. It's all good. Where the weed at? What's going on? Thank you for the follow. Good to see you. Welcome on in. Who? Okay, so that's that guy there. But that's to show you that copper-looking red cedar when it really gets polished up. It really looks copperish.
Come here, little guy. Come here, my little boy.
Go on top. So that's what we did there. That back's going to be sensational. That is so smooth. Very smooth. Ha! Absolutely. They are drums. They're percussion instruments as well as stringed instruments. They can be used. If you watch the old flamenco guys playing, the old Spanish guys, they're doing all that stuff. They're going tippa-tappa-tippa-tippa-dum, ring, 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 tippa-tappa-tippa-tappa-dum, ding, dong, dang. So it's all good. Hey everyone, what's going on? Let me fix up my video that's frozen. There we go. That's better. How are we all doing? Happy Easter to those of you celebrating Easter this weekend. What's going on? Terry, Dana's here. Happy Easter to everyone. Eat your chocolate eggs. Say your prayers. Do whatever you need to do. We're all good. What's happening? We've got some tuners in for the Telecaster. This guy here. We're going to put them in. I've also sanded that top. We're going to give it one more coat. And that should be getting towards the end there. I evened out a couple of little scratchy spots and high spots. We should get a nice even finish now. So we're going to do that straight away. And then we're going to get on to putting these tuners into that neck up there. I've run out of poly. I need to get some more. The store has been closed because of the Easter weekend. So I'll grab some more tomorrow. And I've still got to finish that Les Paul. The back needs another coat, and then we'll be good to go, I think. But other than that, Mr. Glynn's pickups have arrived for the Les Paul, so we'll be able to get those in this week. And one way or another, we'll have one of these guitars finished very shortly. Okay, let's go to the bench. Let's get this oil out and let's do this thing. There it is. There she is, all sanded nicely. She looks pretty. As Terry and Dana would say, I can't get this stupid camera to sit there and be good. Look at it, it's just slipping away like a doofus. Let's move this down a little bit. Maybe that'll work. Oh, for the love of God, come on. Slipping away. Slowly but surely slipping away. Let me put some tape behind that guy just to prop it up. Where's my tape gone? Hang on up here. Let me fix this camera, guys and girls. Bear with me. Bear with me. That should be good now. There we go. Fixed. Right. Tape it up, Terry. Tape fixes everything, does it not, Terry? It's still slipping away. I can see it slipping away. That's terrible, isn't it? When it slips away like that. Right. Well, this is running low too, because I spilt a ton of it, a shit ton of it the other day. I spilt about a cup of it, about a third of a can. I've got about a third left. It should be enough to get this guy, well, at least get to the bottom of this guy. Yeah, we're running low. I might have to get one of those tomorrow as well. Terry, we need more wipe-on poly. We need more Danish oil. On it. On it, please. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. She'll be on it for sure. There it is. She's on it like a machine. Let's give this a nice coat. Get that to pop. And get that nice finish. I've given this a nice, I hit that, I got some 240 back on that and rubbed it right back, flattened it right out. Yeah, we had 3 coats on this, and I think I've taken, other than the seal of those pores, I've taken a lot of that off. So we're almost, it's nice and smooth. I hit it with 240, then I hit it with 400, and that's good to get oil on it now. It is sealed, so it should shine up nicely and do the job. And it should give us a nice satin sheen, semi-gloss sheen once we put this guy on. Look at that colour. That's so beautiful. It's so pretty. That's so pretty. It's so pretty, as Terry would say. That goes on really easily. You can see that's nice and even now in those patches there where we had some problems. You can see that's a lot even there. It's evened right out. Just give it a nice, rub that oil in. There's still some dry spots here and there. It's a funny wood, but we'll get it right. There's that camera again. Okay, so there it is. Okay, there's our top, looking good. Ghosts in the house. Slippage. That camera's pretty crappy, isn't it? That's okay. Let's put that body away. Yes, Gopher did work on a nice strap neck. Goph, that's very, very nice. Good work, I must say. You did a good job on that neck. I saw it on Insta. Looking great. Looking great. Let's have a look at this guy. I'll hang this guy up and we'll get the neck and we'll get that sorted out. There it is there, guys and girls. So you can see that's a lot even now. And that is coming along nicely, okay? So hang that up, let that dry off. Get this neck down. Now what you will see with this neck is we've got serial numbers written on there. We've got the signature on the front, all done and dusted. There's enough oil there. We're just going to give that one more coat and then we're done. That's pretty smooth. That looks pretty good. It's very smooth. There's a couple of little chinks in there that I've created. I don't know how I did that. I'm going to have to scratch them out. I'm going to do that right now because I'm a doofus. I've got a little chink in here, which is pretty crap. Just smooth that out. There we go, that's gone. Checking everything else, looks pretty good. The back's pretty good. I've signed and serialized the heel as well. We're going to put another coat of oil on there. It's going to get some smooth paper now. Some 240, smoother paper I should say. Get those tooth marks out. give that an oiling. Something's just shown up there, but I don't like. Okay. Right, let's do it. Let's oil this guy up. Oil it up, boil it up, boil it up. One more coat and we're good on this guy. Rage, rage, rage. What is happening, Mr. Rage? Everyone's a doofus sometimes. Yes, absolutely. Goes without saying. What's happening, Big Rage? Happy Easter to you. Hope you've had your chocolate eggs and whatever else you may have had over the weekend, if anything. Cover that guy up. That's serial number. Damn it, there's still a couple of scratches there. They show up. I've got to get them out. That's okay. We'll get them out. These are clean, which is good. Okay. There we go. There's a couple of scratches right there. This guy's serialized. Got the serial on there. Got the signature on the front. That's good to go. We'll let that dry for a few minutes. We'll get these tuners out and get these fitted because we want to put these guys in there. Just let that dry off. That will dry in about 5 minutes until it's workable. We're just going to fit those in there and drill those holes. Mr. Glynn's pickups have arrived for the Les Paul. I've run out of, as I was just saying to the Guru earlier on, I've run out of wipe on poly. I need a little bit more to finish the back. The back's looking a lot flatter now. I'll get that for you and have a look, but it needs another coat. So the front of that looks like this now. There's the front. The back is nice and flat. You can see that flatness. Just needs one more coat and then buff that up. I did flatten a lot of that out. It's looking pretty flat. It feels smooth, nice and flat. And then I'll get that finished. The pickups have arrived. We need to get this guy cut out tomorrow. And then we'll get the pickups in there once I get that back finished off. Yes, the pups are in for this guy. Absolutely. The pups are in. Mr. Glyn Evans did a great job. He got them to me within a week, which was very, very good. They arrived this morning, so I'm happy. I've got them in my hot little hands, ready to go. Yeah, dip some fine grit sandpaper in the poly and sand. The finish you take off will fill the scratch. It'll be middle. Yeah, no, that's fine. They're a little bit, I mean, I can get rid of these. They're in the grain. You can just see them. I can get rid of them, though, pretty quickly with a little bit of more sanding. I like to sand them flush. There's just a couple little teeth marks. You can't actually see them unless you're in a certain light, but I know they're there. Just a couple there. But that's okay. Sometimes they only show up when you've coloured them. This is just about touch dry now. So what I'm going to do is grab these tuners and I'm going to start fitting them and marking out where I want those pilot holes for the screws to get these guys in there. This is all taped down. Let's cut that up. Where are the screws? Ah, they don't have screws. They've got these. They've got these stupid bloody. Damn it! They're like the Fender ones. They've got these little pilot hole things, which I hate. I hate them with a passion. They're terrible. Are they staggered? No, they're all the same length. That's okay. Pole stems are all the same height. But they've got these little guides, which I don't like. I wanted the screw-ins. I thought I got the screw-ins. Doesn't matter. It's all good. They all work. But it's just my personal preference. Okay. They've got that nice colour that matches the coach wood, which is good. The dimple, I hate those. Yeah, they're the guy keys. These are the guy keys. These are the guy keys. They're nice. They're very nice. I really am impressed by the way they're put together. For the price break, they're very good. Very good. It's okay. We'll get the dimples sorted. We'll work them out. We will work them out. We will work them out. First things first is to get this guy fitted. Have I got the right holes in here? I think I did do the right holes, unless these are thicker. Let me check the thickness of these stems. Ooh, a little bit on the thick side, hey? 9.7. So we wanted 10 mils. I think we needed a 10 in there. That's not very good, is it? It's not very good at all. Going to have to ream that a little bit. That's okay. We're just going to give that a little ream. And get that guy. Just clean that out a little bit. I'm going to mark those dimples, but I need to straighten them out. Make sure these are mounted straight before I mark these dimples out. Okay. Good. Just making sure I don't get any finger marks, oil marks on the neck. The fretboard, I should say. That's the only reason I'm holding it. That's almost touch dry. It's a little bit tacky, but it's okay. Give that a wipe back later. Got to give it another coat anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Got to give it a light sand another coat. nicely. Good. Just get a little bit looser. Get these guys fitted in there like so. Yep, good. One more. Guys down and straightened out, then we'll mark where those dimples go. I use a straight edge. Just get these guys sorted, and then we'll push those in. Okay. They're pretty straight. This will give them a little wiggle, and they tend to, oops, pop out like that. Okay, they're straight. They just mark where they are, and I'll drill those pilot holes. You can see where it's left the little dimples there. This one. Gotcha. Okay, let's mark those out. going to draw some pilot holes in there, about an eighth of an inch deep, about 3-4 millimeters tops, and that will hold those pins, the dimples. Okay. Go for the resub. Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate that. Using your prime as well. Very swish. Very swish of you to do that. Thank you very much. Always appreciate Alexander's support. He's a good man. Now, Alex, he's a good man. He does do wonders and supports us throughout our channel and throughout our existence on this channel, which is good. We need more people like Gof. You're all fantastic, of course. You're all fantastic, of course. How thick is this guy? Okay, it's a little nipple there. Let's get this guy here. Not too deep. It's going to give that measure. It's about an eighth of an inch. Pretty sure. No longer than 3 mil. Yeah, it's exactly 3 mil. So I'm going to just guess that at 4 mil. Should be fine. Okay. And now these little rat bags should fit in there. I've got to get them in the square. That's the problem with these guys. Tap them in. It's a little bit tight. I need a bigger drill bit. Just bore them out a little bit bigger. 3:30 seconds might be better. It's a little bit, they're a little bit fatter, those little pins, than they look, but that's okay. We'll just bore that out a little bit. Okay, now they fit nicely. Now they fit nice and flush. Give them a little tap. Yep, that's good. Push them in, they're good. That's good. That's good. Nice. Right. There they are. Tuners. We're good to go with the tuners. Okay, so what we need to do is get another coat on here. So we'll pop these out now that we know that they're done. We'll just pop these out. Get a coat on here and put these away until tomorrow when we will finish this neck off. Pop these all in there. Put these in the little box of tricks where it belongs. The box of tricks. We always have a box with everything. Let's give this another coat. Give this a nice wet coat now and let that settle. Now those scratches are pretty much gone. I think they're good. There's another little look-see. Yes, they're gone. And we'll hang this guy up to dry now, once we give it a good coat. Terry will be happy. It'll be dry. Done and dusted, as they say. A nice, even coat now. Oh, catch it. Good catch. Coachwood, Burdekin plum fretboard, Coachwood neck, looking good. Looking forward to burnishing that when that's dry. Let's hang that guy up. Give you a little look at that. All right, so we've got our tuner holes in. They're all done, measured. We've got our serial number on there. We've got our little dimple holes in there. That's all fitting nicely. Fronts like that, signed just there on the neck, on the headstock I should say. That's good to go. The heel is done. Those scratches are gone. We're happy with that. We'll put that up there. Grab this guy down again. This coat has dried up. That's dry. You can see that that's starting to shine now, but it's patchy, but it's dry. So that's ready for another coat. First things first though, we need to do the back. I want to give that a coat on the back. I have sanded the sides a little bit. We've got to give them a rough sanding as well, but I might just do the front again because it needs to sit on one side like so. So I might just hit the front again and then let that cure. And that's all I want to do for this one today. I just dropped something, it doesn't matter, it's not important. Front and back. XNC, what's going on? Yes, indeedy. Brazilian rosewood, you cannot get it anymore, unfortunately. Front and back. Let's get this covered up with some oils and hang it up and let that settle that in. Now I have rubbed that right back. That's why it's drunk all that unevenly. You've got some shiny pieces in there. You've got some grain raised. We want to just flatten that out a little bit. We're going to give it another coat tomorrow, a light sanding and then one more coat. We want to get a satin finish on this, nothing too flash. The fox. There's our little friend down here, our little fox face. Just turn so you can see the little fox. There's our fox in there. Little foxy guy. Foxy lady, foxy dude, foxy something or other. Drinking up all this oil pretty well, but that's good. That's what we want. I want to build that surface, level out, get that level, build it out. Just work that in, smooth that out. There we go. There's that girl there. Nifty, what is going on? Nifty's in the house, everybody. Give him a big round of applause. So there's our telly body. Looking good, starting to come up well. There it is. Okay, so there's our fox. Or our badger, as some people may say. That's coming up nicely. The back is poplar. That's going to look nice. It's got a couple of coats on there. As you can see, it's starting to shine a little bit. A couple of coats. We need another rub back there, another coat on the back there. But it's coming along nicely. I did some sanding on the edges too. They're cleaned up a little bit. I've got a little bit of light sanding to do there, and then we'll start putting this guy together. Pretty much it's going to be ready in the next. The only thing I don't have for this is pickups. Mr. Glenn's pickups did arrive for the Les Paul though. Okay, give me a second while I bring down one of the old builds that I've got. The fox is looking awesome. Yes, it is. The Feral Mod lost the cheer. You did lose the cheer. Nifty, it's all good, mate. I took a break for a couple of days, but I'm back. Crash, what am I dropping? Absolutely. So I'm going to go get one of the strats, one of the super strats that we've built. I want to adjust the action on that because the neck has moved a little bit. So I'll be right back and we'll work on that. You may remember this girl here. Oh yeah. One-piece camphor laurel body. Okay. Bunya pine cap and cover. Covers on the back. Cedar neck and a flamed maple fretboard. Black dots. We've got a flamed myrtle pickguard, and we've got the faux binding there. Remember this guy? You'll love it, Nifty. We're going to adjust the action on this neck. It's a little bit howdy-doody. I've got to see how that neck's sitting in that pocket. I think it's a little bit... There's a little bit of movement there, and I just need to double check that. There's a bit of relief there I need to sort out. Recheck, of course, the depth of those slots as well. So I'm going to realign this neck and set that all up again properly. That pocket might need a little bit of a clean. Trying to get a bit of a flatter action. Lower that by a little bit if I can just move that slightly. That's okay, we'll sort that out. Let's do that, shall we? What I'm going to do is snip these strings to start with. I'm going to pull this neck off. The other thing I need to do, of course, is loosen this spring for the tremolo. It's a little on the tight side and we're going a bit sharp on the drop. What do I mean by that? I mean it's a little bit on the sharper side. It needs to be a little bit softer. I've got to back off the springs by about 1/2 an inch to give it about 1/3. I think about 1/3 it's got to drop or so. 1/3 to 1/2 a step, not too many more steps after that. Let's see if I can get these screws out without destroying them completely. They're very fine, these screws, so I've got to be very careful. I've got my little magic screwdriver somewhere here on the bench. Let me find it. And then I can use it. I just use this little tiny one here. Where is it? Awesome, Nat, what's going on? Good morning to you. What is happening? Haven't seen you for donkey's years. Which is a saying, I guess. Is it a saying? Terry, is donkey's years a saying? Donkey's ears? Which rhymes with, it's colloquial for years, I think. Haven't seen you in donkey's ears. A long time, in other words. Yeah, those screws, they've got to back off. I've got to back these guys off a bit. A fair bit, I should say. That ground wire's come off too. Just notice that. You can't hear it, but I will solder that back in again. When we're done, let's back that off. Where's that screwdriver? I might be able to use this one. It might fit. Oh, yeah, it fits. Just back that off slightly. And we'll measure that. It's a little bit looser. It needs to come back a bit more, but let's do that after we snip this and sort that out. I'll pull this guy out. Just get that out of the way so we don't bend that arm, damage it in any way. We'll snip these guys here. I want to sort out this neck pocket first and see what's going on down here. Strings bouncing everywhere. Okay, 6 string ends. Just get these strings off. The headstock. The tune is up there. Okay, we're good. Let's pull this neck off. We're going to do some checks. Checks and balances, ladies and gentlemen. Checks and balances. Everything about checks and balances. Everything that Terry knows about checks and balances. She's the accounting guru. She loves auditors, long walks on the beach, and financial reports. Quarterly financial reports. That's her favorite. They're the loves of her life, as they say. Are they not, Terry? Am I right? Looking for drill bits. Don't have any. Not a good thing. We'll just go by hand, shall we? Ha! I do know you. You love it. You love accounting. That's all you seem to be doing. Accounting favours. Didn't sign that neck. I need to serialise this guitar. Naughty me. Naughty me. I didn't serialise this guitar. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? Naughty me. Let me grab a box for those things so we don't lose them. Let's put this body away. Serialize it. Bad thing, very bad thing. Enough. Enough out of you. That would have triggered Terry's OCD like through this roof. Through the roof. Let's look at this neck. Looks okay. A little bit of relief. I'm going to double check these frets again. I'm going to put some tape down. What did I do with that tape? Terry, what did I do with that tape? Had it right in front of me, didn't I? Somewhere. Here it is. Just going to check these edges. Just dress that because it is finished. We want to save as much of that surface without damaging any, scratching that neck and fretboard. Check those edges, they might need a little file, a little dress, clean up, a little clean up as we say. Yes indeedy, I think so. Going to get the straight edge on there, just check that relief. It looks pretty good. It's pretty straight. Not much of a relief there at all. In actual fact, there's no daylight there. And there's no rocking there. It's pretty straight. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's check this end. Aha, okay, yeah, there's a little bit of relief up here. Okay, I see that. I need a bit of back. I need a bit of back bow on this thing. Just a touch. Just a very little touch of little turn, not too much. See if I can find this little button. Okay, a little bit of relief. Still a tiny bit of relief. Not much. Ooh, not much. A little bit more. It looks pretty good. Okay, that's sorted it. That's straight. That's good. Right. Okay. Going to give this a little. Check the edges. There's a couple little raised. A little bit of fret sprout there. Rest is fine. Yeah, it's better. Better? It's good. Right, that's no sharp edges there. That's good. Polish these up again. Double check the nut height. Let's check that. Make sure that hasn't moved. Are you now? Yes, indeed. We have to do them every now and then, Rage. Be Bumstead, what's going on? Marky's in the house. Always good to know these things. Always good to know these things. Let's measure this little neck here, shall we? See what we're doing. Well, that looks to be right. That looks pretty good. I'm happy with that height. That's very good. We don't need to touch the nut. That's fine. Just need to clean it up now. So everything's at the right height. Just going to polish these frets now, Terry. We're just going to hit these frets, get some of that scuffing off those frets. So let's grab our micro mesh, Terry. You know the one. You know the one, Terry. The ones. Your favourite micro mesh thingy-me-bobs. Your favourite doobie whackers. The mesh, that's the one. We're going to use give them a light little scuff. Do those ends that we just filed, just get them a little bit rounded. What's the first one, Terry? 1500 rust. Rage, you need a fret rocker. Find it. What do you mean you can't find your fret rocker? What are you doing? I've got to check that in a minute. In actual fact, I should check it after I scuff these. I'll just check my fret heights and my levels. They look pretty level. Just cleaning off any scuffing that guy did. There's some scuff marks here. There we go, they're gone. Clean. Let's check the heights there. Thank you for reminding me, Rage. Thank you for reminding me to use the fret rocker. Double check the height of these things. They should be okay. If there's any high ones, we'll sort them out. That looks good. These are all been leveled. They should be fine. They are fine. They're very fine. They're very, very, very fine. Terry, are they fine? They're very fine. No rocking there. Level as anything. Straight as an arrow. Flat as a tack. We're good. We are good, ladies and germs. No problems with the height there. That's all good. We just got to polish it. What's next, Terry? 1800 green. Let's go. Let's do the colours. Let's get this guy polished up. Where is my green? I need green. I need some green, so to speak. Where is it? I can't find green, Terry. Why is that? Can you tell me why I can't find green? I found it. What's next, Terry? What's after green? Hit me. Hit me. $2,400 charcoal. This guy here. My goodness, that's already shiny. Okay, next, Terry. Baby Pooh Brown. Where is it? Baby Pooh Brown. We've lost Baby Pooh Brown. We found it. 3,200. Jacko, what is going on? G'day to you, mate. What is happening? I have lost my fret rocker. Rage, it's in the shop somewhere. Don't fret, you'll find it. Is this Baby Pooh Brown? That's Baby Pooh Brown. Jacko, what's going on, man? What are we up to, Terry? 3,200, Baby Pooh tan, that's it. Not a whole bunch. What's going on? Easter, happy Easter. I hope you're having a good long weekend. I hope you're chilling out. We're just getting these frets sorted out. I'm just adjusting this neck slightly. Checking the pocket on the body. It's a super strat. I'll show you that in a minute. Just get these polished up first and then we'll work on the pocket and set this neck again and get the action right. Okay, what's next, Terry? Give me the other grits. What else have we got? 3,600 red wine. Goes to Terry's head, as the song says. Every side around Jacob Collier's 5th string on a 6-string fretboard. Was interested to hear his insights. That's interesting. Yeah, it's a long weekend on Monday. We got Easter Monday as well, Terry. That's right. It is a public holiday today. I thought I'd stream for a little while, just throw one in, because we missed out on Saturday. I wanted to take the weekend off. And I start a new job on Monday, the 8th of April. So I'll still be streaming here and there, but it'll be a couple of times a week, I guess, till I settle into the new role. Okay, next. 4,000 teal, 4,000 teal. This one here. Oh, it's nice and shiny. I think Keith Richards uses 5 strings on his telly and he tunes it like a banjo. Correct me if I'm wrong, Rage or B Bumstead. Mark might know. I'm pretty sure he uses 5 strings on a 6-string 1950s something classic butterscotch telly, his famous telly. And I think he tunes it like a banjo, if I'm not mistaken. Congratulations. Thank you, Terry. It was never in doubt. We knew that. 6,000. What's the colour? Is that purple? Is that Lisa's colour? Where's Lisa? Is she around? Not Lisa. What's her name? Buggerlugs. Dana. What's she doing? Is she around? Is she asleep? Okay. We can probably stop now, Terry. Should we stop now at 6,000? That's pretty shiny. Open G. Yeah, that's the one. Mark, 100%. I remember he got on stage with Chuck Berry once and he thought they were going to play Johnny Be Good in G. And Chuck Berry was having one of his moods. I don't know what he'd been doing, probably Sleepless Bender. And he started playing it in some weird key. I think an F minor or F sharp minor or some. I don't know what he was doing. But Keith picked up on it after the second bar and he knew exactly where to go on his guitar. No, we will not be stopping. 8,000, okay. So that's an interesting story, yeah. They went out there thinking it was going to be in G. It was nowhere near G. It was in some weird key. But thank good old Keith picked it up straight away and said, rightio, this is where we're going. Let's play it in this, whatever that is. Blackstone. How you doing, Mr. Blackstone? 6 more coats to go. Good man. Are you finished? Are you nearly there? It's good to see that you're nearly there. I'm almost there as well with 2 guitars. I've just run out of materials and I've got to get some tomorrow. Okay, what's next, Terry? Lucky last? Are we up to 16? No, 12K. We're up to Rage's favourite. This one will polish them nice and shiny. Look at those little beautiful little pearls. Shiny as glass, like little mirrors. They're so good that Dana could plait her hair in that reflection. She could see well enough to plait her hair. If she wanted to, that is. If it was long enough to do it the front over her shoulder, as opposed to behind her back because she can't see. There we go. All right, there's that neck. All right, we've got that guy shined up. Look at that shine. It's all shiny. It's bright and shiny. It's a nice neck, nice fretboard. Okay, let's get this tape off. We're good with the neck. Let's check that pocket now. I have a suspicion that pocket's a little bit, something's not quite 100% in that pocket. I want to just have a little look at that and measure some things up. Let's have a quick squeeze, as they say. What's a quick squeeze, Terry? Please explain. A quick squeeze is there a command called exclamation squeeze? Hits my tailbone. I thought it's long enough. It's long enough, Dana. It's still long enough, Dana. Stuck on the wall. Let me grab that body and show you that, guys. Let me put some of this stuff away. And we'll grab that body. Put these back in the box. We don't need those. And we'll check that pocket now and make sure everything's all righty-o to go. And then we'll string it up, hopefully, and just check that action. Check the bridge height, saddle heights, get the micrometer under there and measure the string gauge. I've got the string height gauge. This little guy here. Rage, have you got one of these? You can use this as a straight edge as well. The string height gauge, one of those guys. Use one of them. If you really were desperate to rock some frets, you could do it with that. See? That works as well. It's a straight edge. Okay. Spellcaster, that's the one. It'll be magic. Huh. It'll be absolute magic, dude. That's what it'll be. All right, I'm going to grab that body. I'm going to check that guy, that pocket. Let's put that neck up there. Let's grab that bod, shall we? Let's grab that bod. I've got to serialize this thing, Terry. Don't forget. Don't make me forget to serialize it. Here's the body. Remember this body, camphor laurel, one-piece body. Okay, I'm going to check this pocket. There's a little bit of funny. Ah, yes, there is a rise here. there's a little mark there I need to file out. Let me grab my rasp. There's a little bit of a bump right here. I'm going to file that flat. And that should fix any raised section in there. Sometimes it helps to feel. Running a flat rasp over the top is good because it just takes off the high parts, if there are any, of which there are just a couple here. It feels better. It looks better. What I'll do is I'll draw some pencil marks across here. You can see those pencil marks there are still low. There's a little lull there, so there's a high spot right here. That's looking heaps better now. That's nice and flat now. Put that in. That's very good. That's very good. I'm going to just screw that in and check that alignment. What have we got there? It looks pretty good. Nice and flat. Okay, righty then. All right, let's give that a red hot go, shall we? Let's do that. Let's pop these screws back in. Once I feel them come through, there, the points there, I can use them as a guide. Pop this through as well. Like so. Oh, I've missed it by a million miles. There we go. They're threaded. These holes are always threaded. I thread them so that we can actually screw these. These screws don't fall through there. They're actually biting to the body as well as the neck. And pop this neck in. I'm going to get that fitted. Check the alignment. Okay. That's pretty good there. Grab, once that grabs like that, I'll be able to just adjust this until it grabs and straight bites like that. Yep. Get those screws in here, and then I'll drive that in once I check the alignment of the neck. This usually pulls it into shape because the holes are threaded. So and they're going in nice and easy. So I'm pretty lined up there. I'm just going to drive those in with a screwdriver, with a power driver. Very carefully with the clutch on, of course. The ratchet on. The neck's sitting flat, looks really good. Let me check that. I'll sit a straight edge along the nut and the bridge. Just check that relief, that looks really good. Awesome, that's fixed it. That's fixed it, it's going to have a really good action. What I did then was I laid this guy along here, and I'm just eyeballing that guy, and it looks really nice and low over those frets. We're going to check that with the micro gauges as well. Camera, yes, fixed it, sorry about that. The rocker, the cowbell doesn't work, no. I did take 45 minutes to take a nap. Good, I thought you did. It's camphor laurel, that's right. This is a one-piece camphor laurel, Mr. Blackstone. One-piece camphor laurel. I've profiled it nice and thin. It's got a beautiful belly cut, and it's got a nice shoulder on there as well. It's a gorgeous piece of wood. You can see that there, the grain, all that grain. It's nice satin finish, so you can feel that texture. Smooth without it being completely glassy, so you can actually get, your fingers can bite into that beautiful ring sap there. This is Tasmanian myrtle. It's a sheet of flamed Tasmanian myrtle, a beautiful, rich, decorative timber. We've got maple, flame maple fretboard. We've got a cedar, western red cedar neck, and that's good to go now. That feels really good. This thing feels really good. Halloween, what is going on? Wrong time of year, but I get it. Welcome on in. So this Super Strat here, yeah, it's a nice weight. It's a nice slim profile. It's a nice thin neck. Very playable. We're going to string this guy up now and check the action on this girl and see how we go. Might even plug in and have a little listen to it. If we can, let's get some strings. Terry, have we got a command for strings? Probably not. Green, what's that one? E, A, D. B, G. G string. Everyone's favourite. E, A, D, E. No, E, A, D, G. G. This is G. E, A, D, G. That's not. E, A, D, G. Fourths. Just going to check the string height around the middle. We might have to lower those saddles. We'll check that in a minute. We're going to use the micro gauges. Let's get this guy strung up. Let's flip cameras. There we go. We'll get this guy strung up. There's everyone's favourite, the G string. That looks suspectably a little bit on the high side. That's okay. We'll sort that out. Let's pop that guy through there. We go back to the first fret, bend it, and wind that up. Where's my winder, Terry? It's here somewhere. It's in the box, Terry. Where's my winder? It's shifted, it's moved, it's gone. Damn it. I have to wind by hand. Yep, that's true. I'm not wearing my handprint. That's why I can't find it. It's pretty low. That's good. Doesn't need to go any lower. I'm going to check that. It's pretty low at the first fret. E, A, A, A. We're at the A string. I found an extra A string, so I want to use it before I break out the new box. So we've got G on there. We've got A up here now. It's looking pretty good. They're nice and low. The action's awesome now that I fixed that neck situation. So let me just wind this on and we'll be good to go. 2 or 3 winds usually does the trick. What I do is I pull it back a fret, give it about 2 inches, and then just wind it on. Here we go. Bit low there, we need to raise that. Yes, it's touching everything. Here we go, that's popped out, that's why. Let's fix that little pickup. There we go. It's touching again, that's falling out. Okay, I've got to fix that pickup. There's a problem with this pickup screw. Yep. Okay. Okay, that feels good. I'm going to check the height of that. Let's get some, we're missing heaps of commands. The E's are big E, little e. That's right, big E, little e. Let's get the, give me a sec guys, I've just got to do something quickly and I'll be right back. Leave it, no, I'll take it off when I'm finished. Let it sit in the sun. Right. Right, we're back. Sorry, let's get the big E string on there. Big E. Big E. 45. They're 10s, these strings. $45, 10, down to 10. Rust and Peace, K. Thank you for the follow. How you doing? Welcome on in. Why do we only have the A string, Dana? What were we thinking? Ha! You weren't thinking at all. That's what, Terry. You weren't thinking at all. You had a bit of a veg. Pull that back that much, bend it up. Wind that guy on. Might have to bring these up yet, I don't know. They look pretty good. There's no buzzing there. At the first frets, that is. Just get that all loosened up. What have I got here? Right. Okay. Let's get some more strings on here. Let's get a D string on here. D is black. E, A, D. E, A, D. I'll get the D string on here. Wind it on, winding it on. Knot's a little bit loose, I'll tighten that later. Here we go, here we go. Cloud 9 bridge pickup, it's a hot humbucker, and we've got bluebells, I think, for the I'll have to tune it, obviously. It's not tuned, we're just going to get this strung up. That action looks really good. Man, it's super, super good. Okay, it's feeling okay. Let that settle in. Of course, these things under tension feel a lot different once we tense them up. We've got a whammy as well. We've got a tremolo we've got to adjust slightly. Let's get the B and the little E on there next. B string, purple, Dana's favorite. Dana's favorite, purple, the 13 thousandths of an inch. Might take one of these springs away, guys and girls. One too many, I think. I just dropped that string. That's always annoying because it's a hard thing to pick up off the floor. I got it. B, 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 ba-bum, ba-ba-boom, B string. Let's get this guy on. Wind. Winding on B string. Might have to adjust that saddle, it's a little bit. Check that in a little while, let that settle in. Last string, little E. Where are you? Little funny skinny guy. 10.1. 0.1. Ba-dong. Little guy. Excuse me. How rude. Pop this last guy in. How is that even loose? How is that even possible? That's what I want to know. All these are loose. Okay, they're not loose now. I'll get the tuner. Terry, will I get the tuner and we tune this guy up? Thank you very much for the blessings of the sneeze. I'm going to tune this guy up and see what it sounds like without adjusting or checking any heights. Neck needs to move a little bit. Yeah, it does need to move just a fraction. That's okay. I'll adjust that. Let me get the tuner. I'll be right back. Now I have got a ground problem at the back here, so I need to sort that out as well. Okay, I've got a ground problem at the back here. The wires come loose. I'm just going to tune this first. Okay, it's a little bit of action requiring some attention at this end, at the bridge end. That's okay. We can listen to that now. We'll plug that in and see what that sounds like. I've got to adjust this neck slightly, so I'm going to just loosen that up a little bit and just adjust that ever so slightly. Let's do that just now. right there. That's where it needs to go. Right there. Better. Okay, that's better. Let's plug that in and have a listen. Get a feel for what these pickups. I mean, it's only going to be in a basic amp, but you'll get to hear them. Where is that guy? Where's that amp? I've lost an amp. How do I lose an amp? This amp's the size of a truck. How do I lose it? I'm going to turn the light on so I can see what I'm doing. Doofus that I am. Doofus that I am. Aha! I found you. You naughty big amp. Right. I need to move this right down to here so I can reach the levels. There's the amp. Let's plug that in. Now, there might be some noise if that bridge isn't grounded well. Let's grab a cable. Where's that cable gone? Can I find it? It's in the other room. Find that cable. Okay, let's see what this thing is sounding like. No, buddy. No, he's gone for now. I had to rebuild my PC. I think I lost that photo. I've got to make it again. I can do it. Okay. Let's plug this in. Yeah, you can hear a little bit of a sound. This is the neck pickup. It's very bright, but it's so this is the neck pickup. Let me just change this over. I need to rest my legs somewhere because I have no strap. Can you hear that, guys? This is the two single pickups. You can hear the two singles now. If I attack it, it's got a little bit of bite. I can play clean, or they break up a little bit. This is the middle pickup on its own. Very sort of reminiscent of that sort of Stratty sound. And this is the clean, I think it's a clean channel. Is that a dirty channel? I don't even know what channel that's on. Okay, that was the dirty channel. That's why it was biting a little bit. Let's play a little bit of clean. pickup is a little bit bright and gritty. That's clean, but if we put the dirt through there, this is this black Cloud 9. It's got a little bit of bite. It's very chimey too. It helps if it's in tune. Let me just tune that guy up again. We'll play a little bit of clean because I like the clean sound of these single bellbirds. They really chime beautifully when they're clean. Yeah, that's flattened right out because these strings are still new. Stretching these out. This neck pickup is really nice. It's a nice full sound. It's a crappy amp, but you get the idea. It's going to be playing, it plays a lot better already. So what I'm going to do is just adjust that action. It's a little bit high here. Those are sitting a little bit high. I need to adjust the springs in the back here as well and get that whammy bar dropping those at about a third. I think about a third, flattening out about a third of that step, not quite half a step. Just need to modify that. It really drops it a heap. There we go. That's that one. So that neck is feeling a lot better now, and that's what we need to do. Reset that. I cleaned up a little bit of a bump in the pocket, which I noticed when I was aligning and checking things out and getting it set up. and that was fixed up today. Scannion, what's going on? Good to see you. So let's pull that guy out. One thing I need to do is fix that little ground wire that's come off. So I'm going to grab the iron and just quickly do that right now. I'll flick you back to the bench. Pull this bar off. But if with a nice little chorus pedal, a little bit of a driver, like a tube screamer, this thing would play really and sound really, really good. These pickups are amazing. Mr. Glynns does a really good job on these. These singles are Bellbirds, and this guy is a Cloud 9, sort of a bright, gritty humbucker. Not a warm vintage style, but more your rock type. So a bit of a tube screamer through that, and it'll make some good tunes. Mr. Glynns, that's him. The command's probably dead, Terry. Oh no, here it is. There it is there. It's Mr. Glynn, that's the one. I think it's Mr. Glynns. You need to rename that command, Terry. You need to rename that command, I think. Okay, I'm going to just solder this back on. And then we're going to put that back in there like that. Put that cap back on. I just want to solder that piece back on. I want to take one of these springs out as well. I think there's one too many springs there. It's a little bit on the stiff side. I want to just soften that up a little bit. I'll test that. That's a lot better. That feels a lot better. Just two's enough there, I think. They're quite stiff. They're new springs. There's always a third. You can always add one in if you wanted it extra stiff, but it doesn't need to be. I've got to solder this guy back in because that's come off. So what I'm going to do is scratch this guy up here. Get a file in there. Really make some bite marks for the solder to grab onto. Because there's a little bit of a noise there. With that bridge not grounded properly when I'm not touching and not earthing out the strings. Let's solder that back in. I'll grab the iron. Where is the iron, Terry? What have I done with it? It's somewhere. Where though? That's the question. Is it in here? Damn, have I put it in there? That's a stupid place to put the iron. Let me grab the other iron. I've got two irons, which is good. Oh, here it is. This is this iron here. This will do. I'll plug this guy in, and we'll quickly solder that in place. Let's unplug this amp. Let that heat up. While it's heating up, let's catch up with the chat. If you happen to see smoke behind me, let me know. It means that I've burnt half the place down. The hankprint. Is that what I've got the iron? It's not in the hankprint. It's because I'm not wearing it. That's why you're saying that, isn't it? I'm not going to put it on now. I'm almost finished. Delete Mr. Glynn. Make it Mr. Glynns. Is it working now, Terry? Have you refined that command? Prove it. Show me. Exclamation, Mr. Glynns. It should pop up and do all sorts of things. Look at that. She's going to do it. She's going to test it. It's a bit of a delayed reaction. What's going on there? I think you deleted the whole command. That's what I think. Then again, it could be I misspelt it. There you go. Mr. Gilns. You spelt it Mr. Gilns with a Y instead of Glynns with an L-Y. Ha! Mrs. Glynns. Ha! Master Glynns. Glyn Evans is a good guy. Don't you dare hassle him. He's a very good man. He does some great instructional or tutorial, theoretical videos as well. Rage, if you want to learn a little bit about how he designs and builds his pickups too, he does a lot of workshop type YouTube videos and instructional stuff on what he considers and how he puts stuff together. It's really interesting. There you go. It works now. Terry, you're a genius. Did I tell you that? Have I ever said that to you before? Have I ever misled you with that fabricated garbage that you are a genius? Did I ever say that in public or loudly in front of you even? Did I ever? Did Rage ever say that? We don't know. I'm just going to stick this now. What I'm doing is a ground wire here. I'm going to solder it to this little clamp, or this claw bracket. And what that means is, of course, everything that touches that, which includes the spring, the block, and the strings in that block, are grounded. So we don't get that noise when my hands aren't grounding that. Mr. Linz, Mrs. Linz. Dana taught you. Well, you are a genius because she's an absolute freak of nature. A brain like the planet Jupiter. Massive. She is. She's a brain and a half. And you're not far behind either. But when two big brains come together, not like Big Brain Henry, he's special, but two big brains come together like you two guys, well then, anything's possible. What's going on here? How do I test if this iron's hot? Do I test it on my tongue? Ah, it's hot. Okay, it is hot. Oh, jeez. Remind me never to do that again. Smart enough to get by. You're doing all right, Dana. You're doing all right. This iron's not working. What's going on here? It's cold. Did I plug it in? Is it dead? It helps if I turn it on. It has a power switch. Apparently this has to be turned on. Unlike Dana and Terry, I don't have a brain. Yep. That's how we test it, Dana. That's how we test it, exactly. So let's heat that up because it's been sitting around for 3 minutes and not doing anything because it was in the off position. So this guy is pretty much done. I do want to adjust the action a little bit by lowering the bridge saddles and checking the space between the strings and, they say, the 16th fret, around the 16th, making sure it's around about 22 thousandths of an inch, not the 28 thousandths that it is at the moment. It's a little bit on the high side. 22 thousandths at 16, I get it down to 18 or 19 or 20 at first fret. And that gives me a really good action that's not super duper low, but not high at all. You can bite into it if you want to, but you can also tap away quite comfortably. Hot glue gun, flat, hair flat iron, that pan on the stove, they've all got arrows. And they've all got arrows. What am I talking about? They've all got buttons, power buttons. This is burning now. I can smell something on fire. It could be my apron that I'm not wearing and it's sitting there. I might just check this and see how we go. Let's flick that camera over, see how you guys are doing. There we go. Right, we need to solder this guy down. So let's see if we can get that stuck into that little position there. Not hot enough yet. Let's give that. This is a lot thicker, this iron. It takes a little while longer. I've got a little iron that I put away somewhere. I actually tucked it away in one of the little boxes, Terry, because I wanted it to be available. There it is there, see? Look, I have it in there. I actually wound it up and put it in there because I want it in this box so I can just take it with me wherever I go. But I got the big iron out now, so let's get the big iron nice and hot and see what happens. There we go. It's come off again. So it's the type of surface and the type of flux and solder that we're using here that's not helping. Usually I need to scratch the bejeepers out of it to get it to bite. Really cause some scratches in this this coated crap is what the problem is. Need to get into that. Really get in there and that'll stick once it bites. It ain't moving. There we go. That's a beauty. That's done. That's not moving. I don't think that's going to break off now. That's grabbed. I've just moved it and it's not shoving at all. That's nice and solid. Good, done. So we're happy with that. Let's unplug this before we burn the place down. There we go. Okay, that's unplugged and that's good to go. I need to pop this cover back on. One more little screw just in here. Keep that down. And we're done. Here we go. Beautiful. There we go, that's on. Alrighty, we're good. I'm going to let this settle down today. Tomorrow I'm going to check the height on that. Get that height adjusted at this end by just getting those bridge saddles just tuned slightly lower. The front end's really good. That's really low. That's as low as we want to get it. It's good. You can finger tap on and off and you get the notes. It's quite good. There's no buzzing there when we fret chords either. It's fine. Okay, we're done. Let's check and see who else is on and see if I want to raid someone. If there's anybody on, that is. Let's check it out. Who is on this magnificent Twitch today on this Easter Sunday? If that's what you want to call it, frankly. Karen Day! My God, let's go to Karen. I haven't raided her for ages. She's still streaming. Let's go. Raid. Karen Day is my name. You're not raiding. That's okay. Dana, enjoy your work. If there is such a thing as and a possibility to do so, I hope you can. Have a good work day, if that's what it is. Karen Day is my name. Let's go there. And thank you guys for being here. I'll be back again tomorrow. So tune in. We're going to do some more work tomorrow. I'm getting some more coats and things to finish that Les Paul. Get some pickups in there as well, hopefully. So we'll see you then. Until then, bye for now.